Number of new drugs coming to market is on the rise. The Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, is on track to approve the most new medicines in 7 years, and that's good news for Pfizer and Merck. Bloomberg's Shannon Pettypiece has more.
Well, this, Margaret, is one of the biggest changes I've seen at the FDA in years. They've approved 50% more drugs so far this year than they did this time last year. And if they keep on this pace, they'll approve 34 drugs this year, and that's compared to just an average of 23 over the past decade. So the FDA is really ramping things up here, and it seems to be what's going on is that, they recoiled back in 2006, 2007 after there were some safety issues. There were some heart risks identified with popular diabetes drug. And for a few years, the FDA was really just on lockdown. They were missing deadlines. They were asking for more data for things that seemed like a slam dunk. They weren't following the advice of their own advisory panels. And so now they've got a permanent commissioner. They've put in some safety strategies that seem to be panning out here, that they seem to be comfortable with. So now they've kind of gotten back to the business of approving drugs after a few really rough years for companies.
Now, why is this so good for, say, a Pfizer or a Merck?
Well, there's some big medicines that drug makers hope to get approved this year. There's two companies, Merck and Vertex. They want to get the first hepatitis C drug approved in more than a decade. Bristol, Pfizer, Bayer, J&J, they all have blood thinners they're trying to get approved this year. These could be multi-billion-dollar products. Bristol Myers also has a diabetes drug they're trying to get past the agency. So there's a lot of blockbuster drugs that the companies have gotten out of their pipeline. They've done the research. They're now on the FDA's plate. And so, whether or not the FDA can approve these in time could mean hundreds of millions of sales for all these companies. So this is very good to see after a few years of delays.
Yeah, how long does it take to get a drug approved?
Well, if it's on the fast track, it can take 6 months. 9 months is sort of standard, but some drugs have been at the FDA for years waiting approval. The FDA just keeps saying, we need more data, we need more time, we need to hold a meeting on this. I mean, there are drugs that have been waiting FDA approval for years, actually.
We'll see what this...
yeah, we'll see if this trend continues.
I mean,
it may continue, it may not, we'll see. But so far, 2011 is off to a good start.
Thanks, Shannon.